All right, I am showing you a picture of my real students at Kapiʻolani Community College because if you want paralegal, this is the only place you can get it. So let me tell you what it is and why you might want it. The paralegal program is offered at Kapiʻolani Community College in two different formats. We have an AS degree and we have a certificate of achievement. And I'll get into what it takes to qualify for both, but first I want to ask you a serious question. Why do students want this major? What's the point of paralegal? What do paralegals really do? We're going to be talking about that, but first I want to ask you, how do you usually get to school? Do you usually take a bus? Do you walk? Maybe you drive or somebody drops you off, or maybe you take a motorcycle. Well, have you ever stopped to think that no matter how you get to school, this is just one sample of how the law affects you. There are specific laws at the state, the federal, and the county level that control everything, and you might not even know about them. For example, I used to live in Mililani, and I would get cheesed because I couldn't drive in the HOV lane because I had one person in the car, but motorcycles could. So my question was, why do motorcycles get to break the HOV law? Well, it's because of federal law. The United States Code states that the public authority, which is here in Hawaii, the state, can allow motorcycles and bicycles to use the HOV lane. Then I've also had friends of my son who get in the car, sit in the back seat and say, I don't need to wear a seatbelt because I'm in the back seat. And I'm like, oh no, that's covered by state law. State law says all passengers in the front or back seat have to wear a seatbelt. And then I actually got stopped by somebody because I was waiting on the corner by Alawana Center, getting ready to cross the street. And I had my phone in my hand because I was texting, taking up some time while waiting for the light to change. There's a new county law that says no pedestrian shall cross a street or a highway while viewing a mobile electronic device, which, is your phone. So my point to you is the web of law surrounds you. It surrounds you from the state, the county, and the federal law. And whether or not you know about it, it's going to control your actions. So isn't it better to know? And that's why, while I invite you to join us as a major, I also invite you to take one or more courses just to find out your legal rights. Because our goal in the paralegal program is to turn you from going, I don't know what my rights are, to, yeah, I got it. All of our faculty are Hawaii licensed attorneys or experienced Hawaii-based paralegals. We work as a team to present the local law to you. You've probably learned about the three branches of government in high school or junior high or middle school, the executive, the legislative, and the judicial branch, but that's usually taught at the federal level. We're going to teach you right here, the state and the county law. So who helps people when they have a legal issue? Here's a screenshot of a local law firm, Hartley and McGehee, and you can see the pictures of Hartley and McGehee on their website. Pretty much looks like what you would expect. But they find their paralegals so valuable, their paralegals are also listed on their website. Because, little known fact, paralegals can do almost everything a lawyer can do. So if you're thinking about law or law school as an eventual goal, paralegal is a terrific first step because paralegals can't accept cases, they can't give legal advice, and of course, they can't appear in court and represent a client. But paralegals can do everything else. They can meet clients and interview them. They can research witnesses. They can interview expert witnesses. They can do legal research. They can draft legal documents. So you can really get a taste for the field and really help people. So do people choose paralegal just for the money? No, the money is good, and I'll get into that in a minute. But mostly they choose paralegal because they want to help people. They also want to use your brain and be part of a legal team because paralegals can't work by themselves. They need to work with lawyers. So what are our program options in paralegal? Well, we've got two. We have a 2-year, 20-course Associates in Science, AS degree, and we have a 1-year, 9-course Certificate of Achievement in Paralegal, but they have different prerequisites. I also would like to let you know that if you take our 2-year AS degree, we have what's called an articulation agreement with UH West Oahu, meaning that if you graduate from KCC with our degree, you are immediately accepted for the 4-year public administration program at UH West Oahu. Now, you don't have to go, but if you do want to go, isn't it nice that you don't have to apply, but you're automatically in, and you start there as a junior. You don't lose any credits. So what are the prerequisites for our 2 degrees and certificates? For the Associates in Science, the AS degree, there are No prerequisites. You just uh, register for the courses and become a major to take the courses that are restricted to majors. For our certificate of achievement though, that's a special program called a post-baccalaureate program. And you have to have your bachelor's degree first. So I was told that I'd be mostly talking to high school students today. I'm going to skip the certificate of achievement and focus on the associate in science degree. So what are the law courses you would take in the Associates of Science degree? Well, we have 20 courses, 6 gen eds, 9 required law courses, 5 elective law courses, and 1 internship course where you work in a real law firm of your choice. And I'm going to give you a little more detail on this. First, I'm going to start with Law 101, the Hawaii legal system. This course is important for everyone. And I tell people it should be a required course for everybody in the system because it connects you with your rights as a Hawaii resident. You'll go over how to find out who your legislators are, how to submit testimony on a bill, either for or against it, how to go to the judiciary's website and prepare legal documents for yourself, how to go to the executive branch department and ask that a rule be changed. It's a terrific introduction to your rights and, most importantly, your power as a citizen. It also counts as a gen ed towards the AA degree. So if you are interested in the AA and liberal arts, all of our law courses count as your unclassified gen ed. Last, if you're interested in sustainability, this counts towards the Kapiʻolani Community College's sustainability certificate. So here's just a short video I made for you about how exciting Law 101 is. Just to show you it's well organized. I've got a checklist for you. I've created videos about our law. I've curated videos from other sources that are important for education. And we do something interactive in all of our courses. And one of the things we do in Law 101 is we play a video game on your constitutional rights. So our other required courses include Law 102, Legal Research, where you learn how to do book research and specific research in legal software tools that you can't do by Googling. Law Office 105 is Law Office Management, and it tells you more about how attorneys and paralegals interact. Law 111 is litigation. That's civil courts. That's everything from starting a complaint to doing the discovery, where paralegals are very active in a law firm, all the way through trial and appeal. Law 145 talks about computer applications in the law office, because like many professions, there's specialty software, and we connect you with all different kinds. Law 148 is legal document prep. Law 202 is legal interviewing, negotiating, and advocacy. And I've got a slide for you later that I think you'll find very interesting. We prepare you to be interviewed, like for a job interview. We also prepare you to interview others, such as when you might be interviewing a client, an expert witness, or a regular witness. We also teach you how to prepare to produce an administrative hearing, which is like a mini trial at the executive level. Law 203 is legal writing, and Law 293P is the paralegal co-op course. This is our internship course. We work with you to find a law firm of your interest that you're interested in. We don't assign you in public or private sector, or in small firm, large firm, and you put in 120 hours on the job. So by the time you graduate, you have local references, knowledge of what real world practices are, and you've got a portfolio under your belt of your work. We also have elective courses where you get to choose something that's of interest to you. And these courses include Law 121, which is real property, 136, which is tort and insurance law. And I just like to explain, a tort is a civil wrong. For instance, if you get into a fight and you are the victim and somebody breaks your leg, clearly you can call the police and have them taken away, and that's criminal law. But the criminal system doesn't get your medical bills paid, doesn't get your lost wages paid. If you sue somebody in tort, you can get both of those and you'll be made whole back to where you were before the fight. So that's what torts do. They help individuals get justice for themselves personally. Law 140 is family law, again, very popular. That's divorce, child support, child custody. Law 141 is intellectual property, which is patents, copyright, trademark, and a little bit of trade secret law. Law 151 is estate planning, and I've got some great slides for you on our wonderful estate planning clinic, which is a terrific opportunity for you to get hands-on experience helping real clients while you're a student. And Law 176 is criminal law. And not only do we cover crimes, murder, manslaughter, arson, theft, kidnapping, conspiracy. We also cover criminal procedure, like what makes a legitimate search and seizure, what makes a legitimate confession. So you get your choice of any of these 5. What is the job outlook for paralegal? Well, I'd be lying if I could give you an absolute answer, because with the COVID-19 situation, things are up in the air. I will tell you that I haven't heard of any Hawaii law firm that is shut down because of the COVID situation, nor have I heard of any of our paralegal graduates who've lost their job because of it. Because you know what? People will always need their lawyers for something. And just by looking at our electives, family law, tort law, criminal law, business law, real property, you can tell there's always going to be a need for people to have their legal problems solved. And here's the actual pay outlook coming from the federal government's website. I've highlighted at the bottom corner the hourly median and hourly mean wages for Honolulu, which are between $25 and $26. And the average annual wage is $54,000, which is pretty good for a 2-year college degree. Of course, this means some people make less and some people make more, but this is considered a highly paid occupation. And again, a lot of people use it as a stepping stone to decide if they really want to go to law school. And of course, that kind of experience is priceless. So it's not just law firms that hire our paralegals. Paralegals are also hired by the Department of the Attorney General. They're hired by the judiciary, who love to have our students for their law clerks and other people invested in the court system. Employment law firms such as ProService like our students because they understand the law and they're not afraid of employment law issues. Banks like First Hawaiian Bank have actively sought out our students. Mortgage companies, schools, and more. Anywhere where there's an attorney working, there's a place for a paralegal. What are the hands-on options in our courses? Well, our accrediting agency, the American Bar Association, requires all of our courses to have some hands-on components, but I just want to show you some of the fun ones. In our Law 105 course, we have one of our permanent staffers, Kimberly Koide-Iwao, who is a former partner at the Goodsill law firm, and she takes her students on a downtown law office field trip. So you get to see a real law office, ask questions, and become familiar with and comfortable with the environment. This is Kim. She also teaches our probate and estate planning course, and she has a wonderful optional adjunct to this course, which is the estate planning clinic. Students can volunteer and work with real clients to create their estate planning documents. And here you see a real client. His back is toward us in black. He just had a son. That's the baby in the stroller. And the other 3 people are our estate planning clinic students who are interviewing him, gathering information, and they're going to give him the 9 documents that it takes for a complete estate plan. So this is a wonderful chance for you to get hands-on opportunity with clients. You're supervised by Kim. She has her own law firm, so everything's kosher, and you get invaluable experience helping others. We also have our administrative hearing class. That's that Law 202 class that I told you about. The final project you do in that course is to run your own administrative hearing, and you give an in-class opening statement and closing argument, and then you get your friends, family to play the witnesses in the course, and then you get to examine them and do cross-examination. It's just like a mini trial. And this specific student enjoyed it so much that instead of getting friends and family to pay her witnesses for her videos, she did all of the witnesses herself. So if you want to be really creative, this is the course for you. And again, it gets you all those soft skills of interviewing, negotiating, and advocacy. This is a slide of our internship students. After their last meeting of the semester, they're all giving us a shaka. These are the students who have completed their 120 hours. They have gotten a portfolio worth of information to use, and they've gotten valuable references for their job searches. We also have a job search function at KCC. We run it through our paralegal program. So what are the next steps for someone who's interested? Apply to CAPCC and email counselor Flo Ibarra to select your courses. And here is his very easy to remember email, ibarra@hawaii.edu. I know in a lot of beginning programs, they like students to start out with their gen eds, but in paralegal, we like you to jump right in and start taking law courses your very first semester. And Flo will be able to tell you which courses you should take so you can have as smooth a path through the program as you want. And as I said, if you also want to take an individual course just to try out law, Flo can give you information on what the best courses are to do that. So we hope to see you soon at Kapiʻolani Community College. Here's a link to our legal education website with more information. If you just go to kcc.hawaii.edu and type in legal education, you'll go right to the webpage. And that's all I have for the presentation. I think I have 5 minutes left for your questions.
All righty. Guys, it's about that time. We can ask all the questions you guys might have about college, about Kapiʻolani Community College, about college in general. Susan is our expert and will answer any questions you guys might have. So now please use the chat, text in any questions that you guys might have. So Susan, this is great. Such great information that you're providing for our students. You know, one of the thoughts that we're having is students have this worry about this new environment, the new taking classes in fall 2020. Are many of your classes going online?
Not only are they going online, but they're going online and being taught very well. In addition to being a lawyer licensed in California and Hawaii, I also have my PhD in educational technology. So all of my courses are taught online and I love it. I've been teaching online since 2008. Kim, and you saw her picture earlier, is currently in the Learning and Technology Education program. It's what they renamed the E-Tech program to after I graduated. So she also is very well skilled and trained to deliver online courses, and she's been teaching online since 2017. Steve Nagata, who teaches the fourth of our first semester courses, which are Law 101, 102, 105, and 111, has completed an 8-week intensive professional development training on teaching online. So yes, we are moving online, but our faculty are really well placed to do that.
That's awesome. And guys, we're sending each and every one of you guys to Flo Ibarra, who is the counselor for the paralegal program. So make sure that you guys saw, did you guys all catch his email address? And again, it was ibarra@hawaii.edu. And I know that because Susan presented it in her presentation. So guys, if you have any questions, you guys can reach out to Flo after this event, after this presentation. So I got a question. So can I be living on Kauai full-time and still be able to earn my degree from Kapiʻolani Community College?
See, that's, unfortunately, the answer, Gus, is no. And the reason is because we have a very strict accrediting body, the American Bar Association, which is also the body that accredits all of the law schools. And they have limited the number of courses that we can offer online. So we hope that that will change soon because we've known for years that you can offer a wonderful course online. So, but right now our courses, not enough of the courses are offered online to do that. A lot of them are 101, 102, 105, 111. And we've had some students just decide they're going to come here for one semester and fit in all of the courses that they can't take online, because a lot of the courses you can. But unfortunately, at this point, not all of them.
You know, I'm a student affairs professional at the core, and I believe, while I enjoy the online environment and the accessibility of classes, I'm really about that campus experience and the experience that you get from being on a real life college campus. So yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah, well, our students aren't cohorted. We're not like nursing where everybody comes in and takes all the courses together. We're set up so that when we do have our face-to-face classes, they're offered in the evening. So if people are working, they can take the courses at night. But that's why we have a lot of online courses so that people don't have to travel so far. As we are the only program, not just in the UH system, but in the state that educates paralegals, we have students coming in from all over, from Kaneohe, from Makaha, from Kahalui, from the North Shore. And you know, it's a drag to make that trip to KCC every night. So that's one of the reasons we have always offered a lot of our courses online, to help people save some commute time. But we do work very hard to create community in our courses. We have lots of discussion forums. We have online projects, not too many, don't get nervous. But we have a monthly newsletter that goes out to our students. Students really like our courses, and I think that they develop a sense of community even if they're just in the online portion.
You know, you presented about your comprehensive internship program that you have embedded into your program.
Mhm.
Tell me again, how many hours are required for the internship? And then you said that you worked directly with the student for them to choose a firm or an opportunity for them that would be amenable for them. Take me through that process.
How does that work?
Yeah, how
Okay.
does that work?
We have a getting ready session that's optional the semester before, and students can go into the getting ready for the internship session at any point. So if students are working in a law firm already and they're saying, well, would my current job count towards the internship, they can come and ask at the start of the program. We've had a student who was a teacher and said, well, you know, I teach, and so how can I fit an internship in there? We worked something out. We had somebody who couldn't come in because of childcare issues. We got her an internship that just met on Saturdays. So the co-op instructor, who is Kim, and she also is the one who runs the estate planning clinic, works with you. We have a stable of over 24 public and private firms that want our interns because they've had them before and they know that they're good. So we give them the list. We talk about the pros and cons of a large firm versus a small firm, private practice versus public service, criminal versus civil law. And then the students have to apply, but it's a soft entry because all of these people have expressed an interest in having our students. If a student wants to apply to somebody who's not on our list, go ahead. We're happy to work with anybody. We have a little website set up for employers who want to know more about that. Then after they get their position, they work with Kim. The way we do it is every third week, there's a full-on class. And of course, this semester it's online, in which students come back and we answer any questions they have, like, you know, is this right in a law firm? You know, what should I be doing to improve my work? We give them additional skills such as mock interviews. So there is a classroom component, but it's every third week. But the students have to report in every week about what they're doing. And Kim checks in to make sure they're on track, their law firm is treating them right, because every now and then we get a law firm who gives our paralegals like Xeroxing work. And we are not about that. You have to give our students the work that they're trained to do.
That makes a big difference in that whole process.
Yes, it does. We keep a vigilant eye on that. We have the students grade the firms. We have the firms grade the students. It's very tightly woven into the class. We don't just say, here's an internship, go do it and come back in 15 weeks and tell us how it went.
All righty. Well, we're looking at 2 o'clock right now on the Nosy Lunny. Susan, I want to thank you for an unbelievable presentation today on the paralegal program at Kapiʻolani Community College.
Thanks for coming.
Hey, aloha no.